become Paramashiva. I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Greater signs of life can be realized with a greater ability to visualize. Greater signs is the equivalent word for Hinduism. When you understand the greater signs of life, greater courage, more possibility, more fearlessness, more joy, more bliss. When you visualize Paramashiva with 25 heads, 75 eyes, 50 hands, your consciousness becomes ferocious, and that ability to visualize, you will get involved in everything deeply. Involved people are the most delicious, most sweet, most beautiful, most juiciest beings of planet Earth.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. I guarantee you, I will reach you wherever you are. Be alive, somehow be alive for next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. It's my commitment to humanity.
I'm going to empower, enlighten each and every one of you with the fuel. I'll infuse this intense supernal effulgence DNA, Tejas, Ojas, Kundalini Shakti into your spine to consciously lift you to KAILASA. It is irreversible, permanent enlightenment.
I bless you all. Let you all open all your 3 eyes and manifest the powers of Samadhi. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Can everyone? Let's now enter into the second step, which is to consciously decide what you want to manifest in next 3 months in the wealth dimension. Write clearly what is your intention. What is it you that you want to manifest in the next 3 months in the field of wealth? Whatever you think as wealth, you may think more than this money, the currency money. A person as a wealth for your life, or situation as wealth for your life, or for some being active. People feel even extraordinary powers as your wealth. So whatever you consider as your wealth, you want to manifest in your life, which you want to attract the next 3 months, please pen it down. Please take a few minutes.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
I welcome all the devotees, visitors, viewers, disciples, Sri Mahans, Mahans, Kotaris, Tanedars sitting with us all over the world through Nithyananda TV, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha all over the world, literally in all time zones. I welcome all of you with my love and respect. Awakening wealth consciousness. Let me describe fundamentally what is wealth as per the reality. Understand? I am not denying the crude form of the wealth currency as some meaning. No, I am not denying. I am not saying that crude form of the currency, the country currency you use, the raw form of the wealth. I should say the crude form of the wealth which you use for any transaction. I am not saying it has no role, no value, no. I only want to declare that is not alone wealth. Understand? Current which keeps the currency current is wealth. Understand? The Vedic definition. Current which keeps the currency current is wealth. What is fundamentally currency? 100 of us are sitting here. One has 1,000 rupee and he wants food. He gives that to somebody who supplies food. Then he gives that to somebody supplies raw material. He gives that to somebody who gives him health. He gives that to somebody who gives him a house. he gives that to somebody who gives him clothes. Continuously when it is moving, by the time that 1,000 rupee moves between many hands, its value has increased. Understand? The current which keeps the currency moving is the value of the currency. We may ask why some countries' currency has high value, why some countries' currency has no value or low value. It is our ability to keep our currency moving. The current which moves the currency keeps the value for currency. If you have too many reasons to use that currency, which you can buy only through that currency, that keeps the value. That current keeps the value of that currency. Mahadeva, Sadashiva, the greatest economist, defines wealth. Understand? You will never look at Mahadeva as an economist. Understand, he can wear ordinary Rudraksha bead which has no value. Because he wears it becomes a trend, fashion, millions wear, and that becomes a valuable commodity now. Many of you don't know the Rudraksha I am wearing, that is more valuable than the gold covering it. It is highly praised than the gold covering it. You will not understand the economy of Mahadeva, Sadashiva, till you understand the real wealth. The economy of Vishnu is different. Whatever is valuable he wears. The world's largest gem, Shamantaka, is on his chest. Miss Universe is his wife. The best flight Garuda is his vehicle. But with Sadashiva, if you see, all the things useless for society, Basma, from the Smashana, that is his cosmetics. And the Rudraksha, which nobody touches, which is falling from the trees, some bead, that is his jewelry. Snakes, which nobody goes near, is his ornament. All the things he uses. Understand? He is making a statement about wealth. If you read Agama, his words, beautifully it describes wealth in multiple places. Our ability to be intelligently active is wealth. Understand, intelligently active and constantly contributing. I am not saying don't accumulate currency, but I am saying fundamentally understand the concept of currency, then start moving your life and others' life. Then you will understand. Not only the wealth consciousness is awakened in you, you will never bother about incompletions related to wealth. See, there are multiple incompletions people carry about wealth. First thing, the moment I utter the word, there is so much of that depression, that deprived feeling. Everyone has, I don't have. For what I am contributing, I have not been given my share. The various thought currents. Sometimes, oh, I am loaded with it, I don't know how to save it, how to protect it. From various resources, from various people you need to protect your wealth. sometimes the illegal sources which are trying to snatch it from you, sometimes the legal sources which are the so-called legal sources which are trying to snatch it away from you, sometimes illegally legal and legally illegal sources trying to snatch away from you. So you are worried about protecting. That is also an incompletion. Understand? Any incompletion related to wealth will disappear if you are awakened to the wealth consciousness. And awakening to the wealth consciousness is not becoming fool, irresponsible, careless. No. No. It is the most powerful strategy. Understand? Whenever your inner space is capable of including 5 people in your life, you build a good family. If your inner space is capable of including 50 people in your life, you build a good team. If your inner space is capable of building few hundred people in your life, you become a social leader. If your inner space is capable of including few thousands, you become leader for your region. If your inner space is capable of including a state in you, you become a leader of the state. If your inner space is capable of including a country in you, you become the leader of the country. Understand? If your inner space is awakened to understand and include the concept of wealth, you will see wealth becomes just part of your life. I tell you. Never went to university to learn anything. First time I entered university is only to give a program, class, to teach in my life. Few thousand gathered. Same way, never touched money, any currency. If at all I have touched only to give dana, means charity. But in my inner space, I see very clearly, money is just a number. If I want to build a temple, 1,000 crore, I see 1,000 crore in front of me. If I want to build a temple for 2,000 crore, I'll see 2,000 crore in front of me. Money was never, currency was never matter. Understand? As long as currency appears in front of you as a matter, you will be in delusion. Currency is not a matter. It is your conscious decision. As long as there is incompletion between you and currency, there are blind spots. Your decision to contribute to the world, your decision to be intelligent through your contribution, your decision to inspire, your ability to inspire people to support you back, it's all is the whole triangle of wealth. Understand? Your decision to contribute, your decision to be intelligent in your contribution, your decision to inspire people to support you back so you can continue to contribute. That's all. People ask me about charity. I tell you, charity is the most cunning, trickiest way of keeping the value of currency up. That's all. It is only by charity even the idea of currency is going to be kept valuable for a middle class and lower middle class. Understand, if you know you are not going to get, you are not going to work for it. If the carrot is dangled in front of you, that it is going to be available for you, if you do this, you are going to run behind it. I tell you, the whole, understand, I am just bunking the myth called charity. All this large charity, all this big charity, I tell you, they need to do charity, only then the idea, concept of currency is going to be kept alive. If you know something is never going to come in your life, you are not going to run behind it. You are going to be completely frustrated about the currency. When the mass starts getting frustrated about currency, the collective global economical meltdown starts happening. Understand? Economic meltdown is nothing but mass getting to the understanding, mass trying to come out of the delusion called currency. Understand? Currency is instrument. Instrument itself is not intelligent. Instrument can only be transactional mechanism. It can be used to kindle your fear and greed. It can be used to kindle your fear and greed. But if the transactional mechanism called currency is unreachable for you, then you are just going to be frustrated and say, shut down, come on. No. Then what is the use of working? It is no more relevant to you. Understand? Anything which can drive your fear and greed only is relevant to your life. If something cannot drive your fear and greed, it is redundant, irrelevant to your life. All this large trillionaires, billionaires charity is nothing but a cunning strategy to keep the concept of currency relevant to you. Understand? This whole large, the huge chunk of so-called currency accumulated in the hands of few people, I tell you, almost 90% is in the hands of 1% of the human population. Then the remaining 99% is slowly getting disillusioned about this concept of currency. It's almost becoming irrelevant for your life, redundant. You are just given you know that now if you even work for your whole life, you are not going to see the million. Then why will you work? You decide to move out of this currency system, the grid hooked lifestyle. Hooked to the grid lifestyle. So you need to be casual, you need to be patterned, you need to be just supported, given the delusive consolation. No, you are going to get it. There is a possibility. It is there. I tell you, the very lottery itself is just a concept to make you feel still the concept of currency is relevant to your life. I need to debunk the concept of myth of currency. Only then you will understand wealth. You need to put your energy in the direction of wealth, not in the direction of currency. Understand? Currency should be your byproduct. Early morning when you wake up, you should know what is your life out of freedom, joy, and live whole day Because you are breathing, the currency should follow you. That is wealth consciousness. Because you are conscious, wealth should be following you. That is wealth consciousness. Understand, any hitching towards the wealth, any hitching towards the wealth is not yearning wealth. It is only getting tortured towards currency. Large blind spots. Understand? If you understand the Sadashiva's concept of currency and Sadashiva's concept of wealth and Sadashiva's concept of economy, I am defining wealth as per Sadashiva from Agamas. Your ability to intelligently enrich the society in some form. Enriching does not mean only through teaching. It can even be stitching their shoes. Even that is enriching. Enriching in some form. Enriching the humanity in some form and doing it very intelligently and inspiring the humanity to contribute back to you so you can continue to enrich. That's it. That is wealth. That is wealth consciousness. That's a strategy for wealth. Currency is modus operandi, the methodology through which interaction and transactions happen is currency. If the wealth consciousness is awakened in multiple people and you make the currency more current, that is called economy. That's all. Understand, I have defined these three words clearly. I have clearly defined these three words. Wealth, currency, economy. End of the day, just if your existence makes money, you will not be bothered about money. Your very consciousness will live wealthy. What is it that takes to make wealth consciousness? I'll give you the nitty-gritties, the inner software of wealth consciousness to you now. First thing, decision, your cognition, your depth should decide with all integrity and authenticity and responsibility, some way to enrich the society, humanity. Through cunningness and stealing and grabbing, you can never get the wealth or retain it. No. Fundamental principle for wealth consciousness. Understand, I am going to give you some of the fundamental principles of wealth consciousness. You just listen and internalize to your depth. That's enough. You will manifest wealth consciousness. You will be awakened to wealth consciousness. First awakening you need to have: no cunning strategies. No cunning strategies are going to work. Shortest distance between 2 points is straight line. Shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. Understand? Most powerful strategy for manifesting wealth is integrity. Most powerful strategy. If you want 2-digit, 3-digit level money, maybe 1 or 2 lakhs or 1 or 2 crores, then cheating, stealing, all that may work, robbing the bank, all that may work. But if you are really interested in living with wealth forever, living with wealth forever, the most easiest and the right strategy is integrity. Decide with responsibility. You will start contributing to the humanity. Understand? Manifesting your cognition is life. Understand? Whatever cognitions, conclusions you have about life in your life, you will go on be manifesting that every day. If you have the conclusion, you are going to fall sick day by day. When the more and more you breathe every day, every night, finally you will manifest that. It is your conclusions you manifest. If you have the conclusion, the cunning methods, cheating brings wealth, you will only be manifesting that, or waiting to some cunning methodology to click so you can manifest wealth. No. All waiting for cunning strategies to manifest wealth ends in frustration. And then you have a deep negative cognition about wealth. That is not going to happen for me. No. That is not for me. You end up there. In utter frustration. Then even if Sadashiva comes and gives the poetry, hey, go. You will be afraid. No. Who knows whether I am going to get the praise? Or beating. Listen to this. Fundamentally, the first truth of awakening wealth consciousness, I am not giving you this as a teaching, I am giving you this as a software programming. Just internalize and come to this conclusion, that's all. You don't need to practice it. Anything you need to practice. Practice is a 4-letter word for me. Coming to conclusion is all I ask from you. No belief, no faith, no. Coming to conclusion, integrity. The first cognition you need to have, the first conclusion I request you to arrive. No cunning strategy will manifest wealth in your life. You may grab little currency through cunning strategies, but it will never become wealth of your life. I tell you, I am traveling all over the world. I am seeing all the culture, country, every background beings. Still now, I have heard at least about thousands of types of lotteries, but not seen a single man who has become permanently wealthy, rich by a lottery. Understand? I have not seen a single man who really became wealthy, stayed with his wealth through a lottery. No. That's the most funny thing. Then what is happening to all the big lotteries going on? The economy Sadashiva is teaching is neither capitalism nor communism or socialism. It is responsibilism. The responsibility you take, that decides the kind of the wealth going to be around you. That's it. That's it. The first understanding, conclusion you need to arrive. Integrity is the best strategy for manifesting wealth. Second conclusion, listen. Second conclusion you need to arrive. Whatever I am talking is not teaching. The moment it is teaching, you will push it into a moral dustbin. All of you have a moral dustbin. Oh, everybody talks. What is there? You know how to dump that. For ages, that moral dustbin is what keeps you as you want, without transformation. You start, my mother all the times tells me to do yoga in the morning, but she doesn't do. Now from that moral dustbin starts growing in you. Anything you call it as teaching, you dump it in the dustbin and never do it. I am not giving you any moral teachings. Be very clear, don't push me into moral dustbin. No. I am talking to you. If you come to all these conclusions, you will live wealthy forever. And if you are not able to come to this conclusion, I will support you, help you by awakening your Kundalini Shakti to see these conclusions as reality. That's all. I tell you, ahimsa, non-violence, can be practiced only by a strong person. Only by a strong person. Not by the fellow who is already about to die. He knows if he raises his hand, somebody will kill him or he himself will collapse. Then what kind of ahimsa? No. Ahimsa can be practiced only by the person who is strong. I tell you, same way, only a sannyasi who renounced everything can live with wealth consciousness. The most beautiful strategy for the wealth from Isavasya Upanishad. Ishavasyamidagum sarvam yatkinja jagatyan jagad tena tyaktena bunjidamakrudakasya sviddanam kurvannevega jijivishetchadagmu samaha evam tvayinanya karma lipyate. The Upanishad goes on. I'll translate just 2 lines. Enjoy by not possessing but owning. Tena tyaktena bunjitam akruda kasya sviddanam kurvannevega jijivishetchadagnu samaha evam tvayinanyadetosti na karma lipyate nare. Understand? A man who owns manifests wealth. Man who possesses suffers with stress and depression. Understand, I own this property, but I don't possess this property. Possessing is exclusiveness. Owning is inclusiveness. Owning and letting everyone enjoy it. More and more of your capabilities, if you are a writer, if you are a speaker, if you are a thinker, whatever you have, own it and make more and more people to enjoy it. That's all. When you own and make more and more people enjoy, you will manifest wealth. If you possess and with exclusivity, you will deprive yourself and collapse into poverty. Listen, anything you have, capacity to write, capacity to read, capacity to think, capacity to speak, capacity to exist, capacity to grow wealth, capacity to grow agricultural products, anything you have. If you share the best strategies for life, you are called Brahmana. If you share an ideology and give the security feeling to people, you are a Kshatriya. If you share a product you made out of your time and life, you are Vaishya. If you just share your time to anybody who wants to use it, you are a Shudra. Understand? Varna is not Jati. Jati is the British invention. Varna is Vedic invention. Varna is not Jati. I strongly support Varna and Ashrama Dharma. But what we call in the modern day Jati was never there. It is only Varna and Ashrama. Dharma is from Manu. Agama talks only about the Varna and Ashrama, not Jati. Let me expand on wealth consciousness. The first conclusion you need to come, it is integrity. That's the most shortest way to enjoy wealth. Second, owning but not possessing means go on sharing. I have seen sometimes people, when they take up a job, they develop vengeance towards boss. Hey, you are giving only 50,000 salary for me. I'll work only for 8 hours minimum just to handle your questions, not more than that. So this is the way he starts. He thinks he's cheating his boss. In 6 months, he himself starts believing this much only is his capacity. He has cheated himself. Understand? Cheating your boss. In 6 months, you will believe that as your capacity and you will cheat yourself forever. You making your boss believe this is only your capacity because you want to take revenge on him. You don't want to. You want to possess you. You don't want to own you. Understand? Own you and let everyone enjoy you. Your attitudes, your understandings, your behavior, everything. If it is all about possessing you, you will only feel deprived. If you own you and let everyone enjoy what you are capable of, you will live in richness. Whether it is you, your capabilities, own it, don't possess it. Do not bother. Radiating, sharing it should be your fundamental thought current. That's the second conclusion. Third, bring brilliance in your sharing. My Gurukul is 100% free. Food, stay, education, everything is free. Because Sadashiva says, Guru is supposed to beg and feed the disciples. I said, I may beg physically or in the internet, but I will beg and feed my disciples. My Gurukul is 100% free. Not only I am teaching them English, math, science, I am teaching them true history. am teaching them the real powers and possibilities they can manifest. I am teaching them life. Only thing, I am not doing the stupid things which you guys have designed for a generalized way. Understand? All generalization creates more blind spots. When there is a Google Earth available, Google Map is available, why will I make them memorize the capitals of all the countries and states? Macaulay's time it was not there, so you have to memorize. Capital of India is Delhi and capital of Tamil Nadu is Chennai. You have to memorize. Now there is a Google Earth and Google Map. Just Google it, that's all. They need to be taught Googling. I am only removing all those stupid blind spots become part of the education because of the generalization. Understand? All generalization is faulty generalization. All generalization is faulty generalization. Jealousy, comparison is the byproduct of the faulty generalization. It is utter stupidity to give marks to human beings. Utter stupidity to give marks to human beings. It is like I saw memes in the Facebook. There is a fish in a pot, and there is a monkey, there is an elephant, there is a zebra, there is a snake, there is a crocodile, there is a tiger. And the educationist says, to have a fair game, we will have the examination. Who claims this tree first? Please start. That is what I call faulty generalization. What will happen to the fish if he comes out of the water to climb the tree? All generalization is faulty generalization. Understand? What I am trying to convey, I will give you the essence. Media wants me to do the charity of what they think as best. I am doing the charity of what is best. If you think food is the best thing happened in your life, you can do just annadan. If you think education is the best thing happened in your life, you share that with the world. That's your charity. If you think clothes are the best things happened to your life and you share the clothes, vastradana, that's your charity. If you think enlightenment and spiritual powers are the best thing happened in your life, you share that with the world. That's all I am doing. Every day I am sharing the spiritual powers at least with few thousand people. First conclusion you need to arrive is integrity is the best strategy. The next conclusion you need to arrive, own but don't possess. Go on be sharing, whether it is you or your space or your qualities or your qualifications. I tell you. The words you utter, people may listen, but the way you behave, people feel it. Let your behavior is all about owning, not possessing. That's the second conclusion. Third, let your enriching be most authentic, means every day upgrade yourself. Ultimate should not be final. Ultimate grows every day. Ultimate is not final. Today's ultimate is not tomorrow's ultimate. Tomorrow's ultimate is different. Brahmanda expands, cosmos expands. For you, something is ultimate today, which is not ultimate tomorrow. It expands. So, Go on becoming authentic in your sharing, enriching. Next important conclusion, do not feel shy to encourage people to support you back to enrich the world. Be confident, courageous about what you are doing. Don't be weak. Be confident about what you are contributing and encourage people to contribute back to them so you can continue to contribute. You can keep this Dharma Chakra alive. That's all. Just these 4 conclusions arrive. Now, one good news I have for you is our Vedic masters, Vedic rishis, Vedic visionaries, starting from Sadashiva, they have mastered a science to bring these highest thought currents and ignite your inner space through certain rituals and processes. That's what we call Homa and making Aushadha. Understand? Thought is